by her very good friend, Mrs. Felicia Agyeman. They were mates at Mofretro in Kumasi.
I know Mofretro very well.
Yes, so Mrs. Agyeman came with a story. But before Mrs. Agyeman and my mom had the discussion, her husband, the late J.O.T. Agyeman, and my father had discussions based on supporting a family. So I'll explain in detail. Mr. J.O.T. Agyeman was then a top man with the UAC. And there was a Swiss man by name Fischer. His wife had a nursery school, and they were going on their annual leave for 3 months. The lady wanted somebody to take care of the children and had approached Mrs. Agyeman, who had a nursery school then, Tiny Tot Nursery. But she was not willing to take them on because she felt she had enough children to take care, and said she would talk to my mom. So her husband first spoke to my dad, and then she also got my mother involved together with a friend, Mrs. Christacton. Today they are all of blessed memory. So when my father drives his car out to work, the garage in the house became the school.
Wow.
When Mrs. Fischer returned, some children of hers went back to her. But then families in the cantonment's neighborhood had heard of my mother having a school at home. So some families joined. I may not remember all the names, so please forgive me, but I remember Francis Grant, I remember Florence Apalu, I remember Kofi Usu, Rexford Brobe, a whole lot, and they joined. So the school began expanding, and my mother realized it was necessary to get land because the house was not big enough to take the teeming numbers. By then she had gotten up to the 2nd grade. So she went seeking for land, went to the lands department as it was called then, met the late Mr. Stephen Bediako, somebody she had known years ago when she was working with the social welfare in Jaso.
Jaso, Obo's hometown, in the Ashanti region.
So Jaso, and my mom spoke to him about her need for land to have the school built. So the school's current place was shown to her, and by 1967 the place was ready. She had built up to class 4.
Wow.
And it has been a steady growth.
Wow.
Gradually with the numbers, and it's been a long journey from reception to class 6, then taking out the reception class and then having it as class 1 up to class 7 common entrance. And in 1985 the policy of the government to change common entrance to junior high school. Initially private primary schools were not going to be allowed to have junior high schools, and then the decision was changed, and so private primary schools were allowed to start the junior high school program. And in 1990 we had the first batch come out, and it's been a journey of fun. It's been hard work, but it's been by the grace of God, not of man. It is not by anybody's might, but by the grace of God. And today we find ourselves in our 60th year.
Wow. So from a garage to the current location.
But I tell you, a lot of people, I think at that time, maybe people hadn't conceived the idea, but now you find quite a number of nursery schools or also using the backyard or the garage to start off gradually. And hey, if you have good space and you know you have a vision and you believe in your vision and you know what you're going to do is right and it will be beneficial to a lot of people, you go ahead and you start with it.
Rex Brobe, Kofi Owusu, Grant Dems are the garage year group.
Yes, there are a lot of them. I didn't come with pictures, but quite a number of them. Yes.
Your mother started this. You and your siblings took over
Yes.
in the 90s, right?
Yes, she passed away in 1994.
Yeah, and I can see the pride with which you speak about your mother's legacy and all that. How has the journey been for you? Because the school started when you were a toddler, so we can say that you and the school, you are classmates.
I'm older than the school.
How old are you?
I will not tell you
No.
that.
How older are you?
I will not tell you that, but if I tell you, you have to pay a lot of money. But I'm older than the school.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain this. I was working with her from 1985. So I started working in the civil service in 1982.
A year before I was born.
Oh, all right. 1982, and then I moved to the private sector and had my first child in 1985, and for some reason I had to leave, and I felt okay, then I'd come and work with my mom. So I was with her from 1985, left for the UK in 1987, came back 1990 and continued working with her till she passed away. And then my late brother and my sister, who's now the managing director, were in the US, so they came and they joined me after her death. And we've been working till my brother passed away in 2013. So my sister and I, together with two heads, manage the school.
Wow.
And of course the staff.
We always talk about business continuity and businesses
Yes.
outliving the founders.
Yes.
And your family, you and your siblings have really been a good example to the rest of us. I'm happy that you continue the legacy of your mother, and I know that those after you will continue that legacy.
Oh yes, I mean, look at Northbridge Lyceum. Mrs. Engman passed away, but her son Fred is continuing.
Yeah.
Mrs. Last Nelson, St. Martin de Porres, she's not passed away, but her sons have taken over. Jack and Jill in the Roman Ridge Airport area, her son also is continuing. If you start something with a good vision and your children believe in what you're doing, certainly they will continue the good work. It's not an easy thing. I tell you, running a business in Ghana now is not easy, but you have to stick to it. There are lots of impediments in the way, but once you know what you're doing is good. And education, I always say this, the wealth of a nation will always depend on the level of education of the people.
Yeah.
So you have to provide the best. And that's what I think we're doing.
If you just tuned in, we have Nanaya Asribo, Director of Administration of the Morning Star School, with us. We are talking about the upcoming 60th anniversary celebrations of the school. And we are getting a bit of a history lesson as well. Number 11 Cantonment Road to its current address. What was the current address now?
We were told it is number 3 Cantonment Road. But now,
if you look at where Cheddar's building is and where yours is, it cannot be number 3. Maybe it's numbered something else.
So the GPS address given us is number 3 Cantonment Road. But at the time my mother acquired the property, it was F292/5 Cantonments.
F292/5 Cantonment. And you share a boundary with the prison service. You share a boundary with the Cantonment City. You share a boundary with...
The school actually is in Cantonments. They will tell you Laboni starts from where Eurocare, what used to be Metro TV.
Yes.
They consider that part as... So even Aquinas is considered to be in Cantonments.
Okay, I see. What are we doing? What are we doing for the 60th?
So there'll be a lot of activities. But next week, Wednesday, on the 10th, we are launching the anniversary. And I'm inviting all old pupils who are listening, share with your friends, old parents, old members of staff. Please come and join us on Wednesday, 10th December 2025 at the school between 1 to 3. That would be the end of term program we're having, and using that at the same time to launch the 60th anniversary. A lot of activities, some will not take part. It will not take place at the school for obvious reasons,
Yeah.
but we need to have committees set up to design and plan how things should go. So everybody is invited. And the theme, of course, is 60 years of great service. Give God the glory and honor.
60 years of great service.
Yes.
Give God the glory and honor. I know the anniversary is going to run for some time, but
Yes.
are there special people you want to show appreciation to? People who have helped the school to get to where it is now?
If I start,
Really?
I won't finish. A lot of people have supported us. Some have passed away. When my mother began, she had support from her bankers, especially the managing director at the time, Mr. J.C. Chum. He's passed away. The late T.K. Enin. Of course, GCB's been marvelous. I will also show appreciation to EcoBank, Carl Bank, APSA. I cannot leave out the Church of Pentecost. My mother was a member of the church. She rose to become the director of women's ministry, all of the church. And since 1972, the church has been meeting in the school, the Cantonments Assembly. That's where they meet to have their worship. Who else? A lot of people. A lot of people have held our hands throughout. And that's why we say give God the glory and honor, because it is not of man's might, but it is what God has done for us, has supported us. And we can still hold our head high and say we are one of the best schools running the national curriculum. So my thanks, my sister and I give thanks to everybody who's helped us. My siblings, our late father, Mr. Justice Johnson Boateng Srebo, in his room would lend my mother support, good counsel, advice, and also our aunties, my mother's family members, my father's family members, my cousins. If I start...
A lot of names.
A lot of names.
Yeah.
But you can appreciate that 60 years would mean encountering a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some lessons learned the hard way, but it's been best, because then you can pick up a lot of things and use that to change the narrative for a better purpose.
We give God the glory and want to say congrats to you and
Thank
your
you so
team,
much.
your family, the whole Morning Star community
Yes.
for this milestone. We are going to be with you as we celebrate the 60th.
Thank you so
And
much.
I pray that next time you come to the studio, we'll be talking about MSU, Morning Star University.
Well-
I'm a Joseph,
All right.
and so sometimes some of the things I dream and envision come to pass.
We do have a secondary school right
Exactly.
now in Dodua, where we run the Cambridge as well as Wasi.
Nanaya,
And that began
Morning
in
Star
2011.
University, receive it.
We can do it. We can.
We will do it.
Thank you so much. I'm happy I have this encouragement. We want to do it, my sister and
Amen.
I, and
Amen.
we will
Amen.
certainly move in
Amen.
that direction.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us
too
here.
so much
We are
for
with
giving
you
the
throughout,
opportunity.
and we'll be there next week Wednesday. Sammy, let's go and enjoy some good music and join the team in glorifying God for this
Thank you
milestone.
so much. I look forward to seeing you.